and I'll send it out to you.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to have you unpack your legs. Take your legs out wide like a V. Don't worry about how wide they go. Coming into Upavishta Konasana, wide-legged forward bend. So before we go any further, find your sitting bones. So kind of lean from side to side, grab a hold of some cheek meat behind you and move that flesh out of the way, establishing yourself on the two sit bones, the ischial tuberosities. Bring your fingertips to the floor on either side of your hip. Good. Give yourself a deep breath in, lift your chest. And when you exhale, you're going to walk your hands out in front of you and fold forward. We're not concerned with how low we go. Let's try to get off my. I just sunk.
Your videos though. I did one on my own too, and then I just love your posts when I get to see them too.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to be in person with you.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to stay here for about 10 more breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 5 more breaths. Unhinge your jaw. Mm-hmm. Separating the bottom teeth from the top teeth so there's ample space in the oral cavity. Inviting a little bit more space into the TMJ, the temporal mandibular joint. One more breath. Excellent. And then lift yourself up tall. Good. Taking your right hand underneath your right knee, pull your right knee up, setting your foot to the floor. Then do the same with your left. Pull your left knee up, setting your foot to the floor. And then you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop apart from one another, coming into Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose, sometimes called cobbler's pose. Good. And then take a hold of your,
The butterfly too? Am I doing it
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, butterfly pose. Yeah, sometimes called butterfly pose. Now, I have heard from different teachers that sometimes it's called cobbler's pose because in India, the cobblers will sit on the street and hold the shoe between their feet to work on mending the shoe. Now, I never saw that when I was there, but you know, I was only in one spot. So I don't know, maybe that's true. I don't know. It's a nice visual. Cobblers with their loose and open hips.
Right.
You can sit down on the road, on the sidewalk. I guess they're on sidewalks, but sit down on the road all day, tending to shoes between their feet. So take a hold of your shins or your ankles and then lift your chest upward. Pull your sternum away from your belly. Yeah, shoulders back. Almost like getting a little bit of a back bend.
Oh, it feels nice.
Good. Big stretch. Excellent. And then you'll bring your right hand to the outside of your right knee, pull your knee up. And bring your left hand to the outside of your left knee, pull your left knee up. Good. And you're going to bring your hands behind you slightly. Take your feet as wide as your mat. And we're going to do windshield wipers, but sitting up. Just dropping knees from side. Yeah, good. Bring your knees up. Good. And then let's drop knees over to the right.
It barely moved.
And then let's go over to the left. That's great. Are you experiencing any pain?
No.
Good.
Just
Okay.
giving messages to my sweet body. It's been
Just,
carrying.
yeah. And go to the right. Yeah. Slow and tender.
Yeah.
Go to the left. We're going for 5 times. So this is number 3, over to the right. So number 3. Very good. And over to the left. And over to the right for 4. Over to the left for 4. One more time, over to the right. And over to the left. Great, good. And then back up. Good, good. So let's so let's come on to hands and knees.
Hey, I hope I don't get attached. I hope you're sleeping.
Little kitty, kitty, kitty.
So far,
Where
so
can
good.
I move my laptop so you can have it better? All right. While you're on your hands and knees, let's roll through 3 rounds of cat-cow. Okay.
Yes.
Breathing in and arching. Breathing out and rounding. Excellent. This will work. Yay. Good deal. Oh. Oh. Ah. Okay. And then finding neutral. Take your hands about a full hand's width forward. So your wrists aren't directly under your shoulders.
Okay.
And I'm going to have you slide your right toes back, keep them on the floor on the mat, but just take your right leg straight back and then sweep your right leg over to the left. And then look over your left shoulder.
Look over my left shoulder. Keep my hand down.
Yep. So take a look. Take a look at what's happening here on the screen. So I'm going to take right leg straight back to the floor. And then I'm going to take it over to the left, toes still down.
Okay.
Yeah. And then when I look over the left shoulder, now I get a pretty nice stretch through the outer right hip, right thigh, even into my right waist. Are you sensing anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Great. And then bring your right leg back behind you once more. And you can bring your right knee to the floor. Now let's do the other side. Take your left leg back, toes stay down. And then you're going to slide your left leg, left foot over to the right. And then look over your right shoulder.
Oh,
Try to,
shoulder? I did the side wrong.
right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder. Yeah, look over your right shoulder. You want to try to get a look at your left foot or left heel.
Oh, well,
Where are you?
I don't know. I can't really see it either way I look because I'm not.
Okay, okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, let me show you from the side.
Yeah, let me see.
Okay, show you from the side. So I'm gonna take left foot back,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna slide left foot over to the right,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna look over my right shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Much more. I think I had my head turned the wrong way last time.
And then bring left leg back to center, and bring your knee to the floor. Good.
Okay.
Rock your hips from side to side. Oh, pet the kitty.
Yeah. He might. Oh, he's
Good.
gonna chew. Oh, yeah.
How is child's pose for you now with your right knee? Do you have that flexion?
I haven't tried in a few weeks, but I think it's still good. We can try it.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's see how child's pose feels.
Are you gonna jump up there where Lisa is? Thank you.
I
Oh
want
my,
to see the kitty.
so cute. All right. Well,
Not so much.
it's like it got tight. It might just be that I went a little too fast.
Yeah, slow.
And there it is. I can do that anyway, which is kind
Okay.
of.
Okay. Kitty.
Oh no, there he goes again.
Okay, good. And lift yourself back up onto your hands and your knees. And are you good with being on your knees? Is your right knee okay with the pressure of being on your
Yeah.
knees?
Sometimes I have to flip my hands over because they're not.
Sure.
Otherwise,
Well, we're gonna do thread the needle now. So you're gonna get off your wrist.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you take your right arm, thread it between your left hand and left knee, come all the way down to the right side of your head. Yeah, good. And press your left hand into the floor so that you can unthread your right arm.
Yeah.
Do the other side, yeah. That's good. That'll be good to help your pulmonary system.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, that's a good stretch for the intercostal muscles that support the ribs, that are between the ribs. Good stretch for most of the muscles of respiration.
That's cool.
If the muscles around your trunk, your thorax, your shoulders, and your chest are tight, then when you want to take a deep breath, there's really not much room for your lungs to go or your ribs to expand.
Yeah, my breath has been rather off the last several months.
Has it?
Oh, that makes sense though. Well, I'm stressed, right?
Yeah, definitely the stress. Then bring your right hand to the floor, press in to the floor so you can unthread your left arm. Excellent. And then let's come all the way down onto the belly. Oh, all the way down. So what I'm going to have you do, Teresa, is come into crocodile pose, which means we're in the prone position. The hands are stacked one on top of the other. And then we just rest our forehead on our stacked hands. Yeah. And so one of the things that I like to encourage you to do in this shape is actually take one of your hands to your lower back and just lightly kind of rub up and down your spine and maybe across your spine, noticing the muscles on either side of your spine that are engaged. Noticing that there's muscle action just in this seemingly, insignificant shape. This is actually, Teresa, a really terrific back bend. This is, like the first step to back bending or spinal extension. And it's a lovely way to unpack the bones, the joints, and especially the muscles around the spine that get congested and constricted from sitting most of the day.
Looks like it's helping my ankles too to stretch.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, you're getting a good extension through the tops of your ankles. Now we're going to stay here for several more breaths because there's a bunch of benefits to this simple little shape. But one of the other ones that I want to mention is the invitation for a deeper diaphragmatic breath. Your diaphragm has to work just a wee bit harder as it presses downward on the in-breath. And all of those organs in the abdominal cavity kind of press themselves into the floor. And take 5 more breaths. Deep, rich breath. Feel your belly press into the mat. Feel your side waist broaden with the inhalation. And even feel your lower and mid back expand with every breath in. Okay, I'm going to have you take your right arm out to the right like a cactus. Keep your head on your left hand, but turn your head and look to the right. Resting your head on the back of your left hand. So what happens here, Teresa, is when you inhale, you're going to lift your left arm, head and chest, and your right leg. Keep your right arm down. And when you exhale, bring your right leg and your left arm back to the floor. And we're going to do that 4 more times for a total of 5. Breathing in.
My feet. I like this.
You like it?
Should my feet flex or down?
Down. Yeah, just keep your toes pointed straight back. So the movement occurs on the in-breath. The left arm comes up, it lifts your head up, and the right leg comes up. And then back down slowly. So it's a subtle move, it doesn't have to be big. And left arm, right leg, head comes up, good. And 2 more times. Left arm, right leg. And left arm, right leg. Nice. And take your left arm out like a cactus. Bring your right hand under your head. Turn your head to the left. And here we go, 5 times to the other side. On the in-breath, the right arm lifts up, bringing your head up with it, and your left leg. And down. Breathing in, lift up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Good. 2 more times. Last one. Inhale, right arm, left leg, and down. Excellent. Stack your hands once again, forehead to your hands. Now tuck your toes under, so your feet are flexed. Toes tuck under, knees lift up off of the mat, so you're stretching the back of your legs. Press your pubic bone into the mat, and there's a subtle stretch to your lower back as well.
Mhm.
Great. Point your toes. Bring your forearms parallel to one another for Sphinx pose.
Oh.
Elbows. You have a cat there?
No, it's just I was very creaky coming up.
Elbows under shoulders, arms straight ahead, forearms straight ahead. Good. And then I want you to grip your sticky mat with your fingertips and act as though you're trying to drag yourself forward. So you're going to draw your forearms and elbows isometrically back. And beam your heart and sternum forward. Brings a little more muscular action into the mid-back. Takes some of the heat off of the lower back. Terrific. And then relax, lower down. Ooh. Turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. Bring your forehead to the floor. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders and slowly lift yourself up onto your knees, hands and knees. And then I'm going to have you come onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. And let yourself rock a little from side to side. Nothing too dynamic. Keep your right knee into your chest and take your left leg down onto the floor. You can take your hands behind your right thigh. And as you breathe in, you're going to push your right foot straight up, stretching your leg up. And when you breathe out, bend your right knee. Good. And breathe in, push up, take your heel to the ceiling.
Oh, my right knee.
And, yep, and exhale, bend. Good. And then 3 more times. Inhale, straighten. Looks great, Teresa. Exhale, bend. Good. Twice more. Inhale, push up through the heel. And exhale, flex. One more time, inhale up. Good, now stay up. Push up through the instep of your right foot. Nice. And bring your right knee to your chest. Take your knee into your left hand. And take your right arm out onto the floor, straight out to the right. And let's twist over to the left. Take your knee across your chest. Yeah, just easy, gentle, not too deep, not too intense. Nice. Bring your right knee back up. Give it a gentle squeeze into your chest. Good. And then change legs. Now your left knee comes into your chest. Take your right leg down to the floor. You're getting very, very sleepy. You're just going to hold the knee to your chest for another few breaths before we move. And then when you inhale, send your left heel to the ceiling, straightening your leg. And exhale, bring your knee to your chest. 4 more times. Inhale, leg stretches up. Yeah. And exhale, bend. Inhale, up, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, take the leg up. Exhale, bend one more time. Inhale, take the leg up and lead it up there. Push up through your inner heel, lengthening the saphenous vein, big powerhouse of a vein in the lymphatic system, runs along the inseam of your leg. Nice way to encourage lymphatic flow from the lower extremities down the highway of the saphenous vein into the groin. Good. And then bend your knee. Take your left knee into your right hand. Take your left arm out to the floor. Yep. And then there you go. Easy, gentle twist. No big deal. No great shakes. Great. And slowly bring your left knee back up. Give it a gentle hug into your chest. Excellent. Both knees to your chest just to bring all the energy back to symmetry. And then feet come to the floor. Stretch your legs down the line of your mat. Take your arms, one hand to your belly, one hand to your low ribs. Take one hand just below your navel. Yep, and the other one to your ribs on front. Yeah. Good. Perfect. And then invite there to be some movement in the belly with every breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. A gentle rise to the belly, a gentle expansion to the ribs, and on the exhale, just a sweet, sweet deflation. Great. After this third breath, you can bring your arms to your sides, maybe 8 or 10 inches from your body with your palms turned up. So we finished the practice in the way we began, in this physical gesture of being open, being receptive. No longer influencing the breath, letting the breath settle into its own pattern. Make your next breath in just a little bit deeper. And start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes when you exhale. Stretch your arms up over your head. Point your toes. Big breath, big stretch. And then bring your arms down and your knees up, setting your feet to the floor. Roll over to your favorite side. And slowly press yourself upward. Upwards. Yeah. Upwards, upright. And then just take a seat again in whatever shape your legs are okay with. Hi, kitty.
Oh, I wanted to say hi too. That's good.
Yeah. I like its tail.
He's a sweetie.
Nice. Close your eyes. Check in with your body. Noticing the energy in your body. Any warmth, any fatigue, any vibration. And check in with your breath, moving from the Annamaya Kosha to the Pranamaya Kosha. Just observing the quality of your breath, the texture of your breath, the temperament of your breath. And then take a look upstairs. Just a quick switch over to the weather channel, observing the patterns of the mind. Bring your palms together, take the base of your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye. Peaceful mind. Bring your fingertips to your lips. Peaceful expression, peaceful breath. And set your hands to your heart once again, peaceful heart. Great. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm going to stop recording.